Okay. Black women hair. Okay. Now, you go into the beauty store with your woman, right? The first thing I notice is those stores, those foreigners that own the store, it almost feel like a family type of environment. Like the father and the mother run the store. That's kind of how it feels to me. Because they never really hire black women to sell to black women. They just don't do that. It's almost like how the Chinese do with their food. You never go into a Chinese restaurant and they got black people in there. It's just something that they don't do. It almost like they keep it like a family. Now, um, when you look at the wigs that be in those stores, the first thing you think about with wigs is like older women, right? Your grandmother, older women with wigs. But now you go see those wigs in those stores, and it's more advanced. They can fool you with the haircuts. They got it cut a different way and everything. They can generally fool a man with the wigs nowadays. Now, I'm gonna give you a few of the hairstyles that I like that our black women wear. Um, I like braids. I like the braids. Now, our women go get braids, and they may sit in that salon, hours and hours to deal with those hand mites, getting their hair braided. And every time your black woman will tell you, I feel like they talking about me in there when they getting their hair braided. Every black woman says that. And it's probably true. They do talk about you. But I like braids. Some women get braids because they feel like, to make the hair grow. Sometimes women get braids and they say, well, I'm tired of doing my hair. I need a break. And they get braids. Braids is cool. I like them when they up. I like them when they down. It's all up. They can style it different. Braids is cool. Braids look good on Eve. Another thing that I like is the curls, the crinkly hair type of things. I think that's when the weave and the extensions fit, because if you can add that to your hair and make it look more full, I like that. Say if you got like shoulder length hair and you can add the extensions to that and make it look more full, I like that. The curly hair is I always like that with Eve. I think Eve looks good with that, the curly hair and the curls. It's always a turn on. Now, another thing that I like is the cornrows. I love Eve with cornrows because it makes me feel like she's accepting her blackness in a way, almost like an afro type of vibe. But the cornrows are sexy to me because it's like it's only for black women. We had Rachel Dolezal. You remember her? She tried to say she was black, and she used to rock the cornrows, but it didn't look good on her. It only looks good on our women to me. I love the cornrows, but let me say this too. I don't want to sound like throwing colorism into it, but I love when you see a red bone with red hair. A red bone with red hair looks good to me. I think she can rock that if she know what she's doing. Some women go to the barber shop to get their hair done, to get their hair cut. And all of that is, cool. I've seen women with bald heads, and I'll be like, okay, that bald head looks good on Eve. Now, let me say this. Something simple that we must not forget is the ponytail. I think that's simple, slick your hair back, put the ponytail on, throw a ball cap on. That looks good on Eve also, man. I think our women looks good with a lot of different hairstyles our women can rock. And when your woman gets her hair done, she, wants you to compliment her, which, she sit in that salon and try to, get herself beautified. Ain't nothing wrong with complimenting her. Do that. But every woman I've dealt with, I don't have a issue with the way you wear your hair, except one thing. And I always tell them this, and I've never had an issue or a problem with this. I would tell my woman, look, you can go to that salon, get any hairstyle you want, but do not come back to me with blonde hair. That's something you cannot do. No, we don't do the blonde hair. You understand? Eve and the black hair, man. Keep doing what you do. I see you. All right.